Hi everyone, my name is Charley Norton. I'm TK6241. I'm one of the 3 candidates running for your commanding officer position. I have noticed this year that there's been a lot of emphasis put on getting to know people and getting to know people off the form more so than on the form. Therefore, I find this essential to bring my face to you so you get to know it. You can see it. You can put it with the words that I've written here, and it's just not a cartoon avatar. This may be a little unorthodox, but I'm going to roll with it and see how well it works. Now, with all that said, I'd like to go back and restate a few of my key points that I believe will help our garrison become one of the top tier garrisons in the Legion and not just one of the best second tier garrisons. There's been a lot of very good questions asked, a lot of good answers given by all 3 candidates, but once again, I'd like just to go back and hit on what my main objectives are for our garrison. The first objective is more charity events. That speaks for itself. I mean, the reason I got into Legion, and a lot of people got into Legion, is for the kids like Katie, that, for some reason they're getting diagnosed with cancer and they're just, they're 6 or 7 years old and that's just not right. And it's not fair that they're getting taken away from us so quick. And I'd like to put a smile on the kids' face more than anything else I do for this group. And it's kind of hard to see them like that, but it brightens their day. It puts a smile on their face. So we should really think about doing a lot more of these events. The second thing is rural outreach. I believe in order to become one of the top garrisons in the Legion, we need to actually expand within our boundaries first. We need to go to those places that don't have any members or have very few members and help them get the ball rolling there. Third thing is the garrison events. We need to have some parties. We need to get to know each other off the boards. And I am a member of a lot of the other garrisons boards, and they all have Christmas parties, summer parties, fall get-togethers, and it's a good way to bond. And those garrisons that do that are the top tier garrisons in our Legion. Better attitude and trooping just in general. I want to make sure that we don't fall victim to what some of the other garrisons have done and start using this as a status symbol and not just, this is a hobby, people. It's not a job. It's an expensive hobby, and some of us have worked a couple jobs before just to make sure we can get into this expensive hobby. But it's still a hobby. It should be fun and it should not be tedious. More cooperation with our sister organizations, it adds to the experience for the kids, for the fans. And we have been shunning our sister organizations for far, far too long. And we need to start getting them more involved in the things that we do. Just helping in general. Why not help somebody if they have questions? It doesn't matter if it's your expertise or not. You can always aim them in the right direction and help, set them on their way. One of the few last things is the quick correspondence. There's nothing the command staff should do that should take longer than a week to give them a decision. There are a few instances which it's out of their hands. Like, for example, if you have a Sith Lord costume or do an expanded universe character, that's out of your GML's hands. That goes straight up to Mr. Spanos. But that still doesn't mean that the GML should slack off and not keep you posted at least weekly, if not on a daily or bi-daily basis. And squad formations. That really at this point only applies to 3 areas. It's Kansas City, St. Louis, and Springfield. They're the only ones that meet the requirements with enough members at this time. But an easy way to go and make sure that nothing happens like it did with our first squad application is to go ahead and have a sit-down meeting with the squad applicants, face-to-face question and answer sessions, so you can get questions coming from the squad to the command staff to the squad. It should also be the command staff that travels to these meetings and not the squad. There's less on the command staff. Let's save some gas. We're running out of oil, people. And another reason that the command staff should travel to the squad is a simple fact that the command staff is there to help its members, not the other way around. With all these said, I will be doing these from time to time, going back and restating some of the questions that I've previously answered, and going back and doing this for all the new questions that come about. Now, with this said, I do believe if I become the CO, I can take us from a good second-tier garrison to one of the top-tier garrisons in the Legion.